Sorry, somebody called my phone, so we're just going to pick it up where we left off. You might have seen the unit HZ on some of your appliances, light bulbs, TVs, anything electronic. Because it's measuring frequency. How many of something occurs in 1 second? Hertz literally means how much of something occurs in 1 second. So Hertz means in 1 second. So let's use the word Hertz in a few examples. So we could say how many different things are occurring in 1 second. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000. That's a drum of 1 Hertz. I drummed once every second. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000. Well, most of that was 2 Hertz. Because I hit this table, you can't see it, twice every second. Alright? Somebody who's good at drum rolls, though, a real drummer, might drum at 10 Hertz and hit the drum 10 times while somebody else could say 1 1,000. 10 drum hits in 1 second. That's what Hertz means. How many in 1 second? Very important to know that definition. How many in 1 second? That's Hertz. A movie is 24 Hertz. Well, what does that mean? What about a movie is 24 Hertz? Well, that means there's 24, another word they use is frames per second. How many frames are in 1 second? Because it's in 1 second, we're talking Hertz. How many frames are on the screen in 1 second? A movie isn't just a steady stream of video. It is individual frames that flash one after the other so quickly that you just see it as a stream. But really, there's 24 individual pictures that are on the screen while you say 1 1,000. That's why it's 24 Hertz. Your TV is 60 Hertz. Well, 60 Hertz means in 1 second. 60 of what in 1 second? 60, again, flashes of picture. So TV has more pictures in 1 second than a film reel at a movie would have had. Alright, 60 frames in 1 second. And the more Hertz you have, the more pictures are there in 1 second on whatever you're watching. A light bulb might be 60 Hertz. The new LED bulbs aren't a steady stream of light. The light is actually flashing very quickly. It flashes 60 times in 1 second. Alright, that's another example. Alright, let's flip the board. You knew it was coming. Oop. Forgot to write them in. That's okay, we'll write them here. So make this table. Just click pause right now and make this table. And then unpause it and you could fill in the table with me, okay? Alright, we're back. So, equation. The period, I'd like you to write next to period capital T. Alright? That is the letter we use to abbreviate period because it's a special kind of time. So we have to use not a lowercase t, it's the period, it's a special time, capital T. And then frequency gets this little cursive F. Alright? So in the equation, capital T is the period. Remember the definition, or you could look at it again in your notebook and pause real quick. The definition of period is how many seconds are in 1 cycle. So it's the seconds per cycle. What does that word per mean? It means divide. So literally it means seconds per cycle or seconds divided by cycles. There's your equation. Per just means divided. Alright? So seconds over cycles. Now frequency is how many cycles or something, pictures, drum beats, how many somethings, we'll call it cycles, are in 1 second. How many cycles are per second? Okay, so cycles, and then per means divided, cycles per second. Now look at those two equations. What do you notice about them? Oh, good. Yeah, period is seconds over cycles, but frequency is cycles over seconds. Yes, frequency is that's the math word for it, the reciprocal. Frequency is the reciprocal of period. Write it down. Frequency is the reciprocal of period. That means if you were to do 1 over the period, do 1 divided by the period, you have the frequency. So this equation to the side is just a way to say, if I know what the period is, I can automatically get the frequency. You could also just calculate period by seconds over cycles. Maybe it's 20 seconds and 10 cycles, 20 divided by 10. And then you can do 10 divided by 20. For frequency, it's the opposite of calculating the period. So the unit for period, we listed this already, but we should just write it in our table, is seconds. And for the frequency, it's hertz. So when you're calculating this week, next week with period and frequency, just reference this table, and it's everything you need under the how to calculate section in your notebook.